something here. Help me out.
He just keeps slipping past.
What have we here?
Fight by my side.
That's right. Run!
Hope it hurts.
I'll break you.
Target defensive.
You shouldn't be here.
You want to protect me.
Keep up. I don't remember anything. What?
Get in here! Stop me!
That did the trick. I wonder how long this has been here. better get this back to the archive.
Ah, the Empire's Thorn returns. How goes your fight?
It's going. Though you're fighting the Empire as much as I am.
Some of my fellow anchorites would say we are not fighting at all, merely continuing our eternal project. That the Empire regards our work as seditious is irrelevant.
Do you believe that?
No. Most of us understand the danger the Empire poses to the galaxy, not just to our way of life.
I know Seer appreciates your help.
Seer is one of us. If not by creed, then through her commitment to our cause. We will follow where she leads.
Have you always been with the Anchorites?
My parents were not Narcus, nor were they native to Jeddah. But I was born here. After my birth, they left me at an orphanage. They never returned. Fate and the vicissitudes of life brought me to join the Narcus Anchorites.
Have you ever left Jeddah?
I visited countless libraries and transcribed many an ancient text. But, just as importantly, I know the thrill of hyperspace, and have watched the sun set on a dozen worlds.
So the Anchorites seek wisdom through experience, not just study.
It is a fool indeed who believes themselves wise when their world ends at the front door.
I think Seer and my first master would agree with you there.
Found anything of interest?
Done.
The wisdom you've recovered is a boon to us all.
How did you find Seer?
Oh no, young Jedi. Your master found us. Her purpose was strong. So much so that it scared some of us. For my part, there was never a question that we would join her.
But others disagreed?
Some of our number balked at the idea of following an outsider, especially one so unpopular with the Empire. But enough recognized the sanctity of the calling to follow her along the path.
I'm curious to hear what you make of Dagan Gera's history.
Dagan felt like his life's work was being threatened. That obsession led him astray.
Sounds all too familiar.
What do you mean?
You may recall that I had a vision foretelling the fall of the Order. But the Council... well, let's just say that my warnings fell on deaf ears. In my arrogance, I felt betrayed.
But you were right.
That's beside the point. I allowed my wounded pride to cloud my judgment. When the purge began, I was still searching for proof that my vision was true. Instead of being there to support Seer and her Padawan.
What was it like to reunite with Master Cordova after all these years?
Terrifying.
Not the response I expected.
Remember that he disappeared without a trace not long after his premonition that the Order would fall.
We always feared that he had died.
Yes. Then one day he simply walks into my archive, alive and whole. For a moment I felt like a Padawan again. Ashamed that we hadn't completed his plan to rebuild the Order. And I didn't know how he would react to our decision to destroy the holocron.
How did he react?
As a master should. With questions, trust, and understanding. I'm very glad he found his way back to us.
I'm hesitant to ask, but how... No, never mind.
How is my relationship with the Force?
Yeah, that's right.
I wish I could tell you that the dark side is in the past for me. The truth is that I'm still struggling. Every day brings its own test. But when I feel weak, I can think of you and Trilla and remember I still have the choice to do better. And that gives me strength. So, I like to think I'm doing better than ever.
I'm happy to hear that, Seer. Seems like these last years have been good to you.
Good luck out there.
BD looks ready to head out.
I've got so many questions, Master Cordova. I don't know where to start.
With your first, young master.
Tell me about the Order in your day, if you wouldn't mind.
Well, Qui-Gon Jinn and I enjoyed a close friendship.
I've heard stories about Master Qui-Gon. You knew him?
That's right. When I first arrived on Coruscant, he was kind enough to show me around.
You as a youngling, with Master Qui-Gon as your tour guide.
It was his home, after all. I can't bring myself to go back there. There are too many memories.
We understand. Did you know Master Yaddle?
I did?
Grease asked Seer about her once. I think he had a crush.
Master Yaddle was strong-willed, a strange sense of humor. I enjoyed her company immensely.
My master was her Padawan. He said she trained harder than anyone he knew, which was really something if you knew Jaro Tapal. Master Cordova, how did you survive Order 66?
My search for the Zepho took me off the radar of the Council. No one knew where I was, not even the clone troopers. When I heard what had happened to the Order, it was too late.
What'd you do?
I tried to make contact, but received no response. So, like most of us, I hid.
I'm just glad you're safe.
Always full of life, aren't you, BD-1? You certainly haven't slowed down. I miss that. And not just because I could use the exercise.
Don't worry about things here, Cal. What can you tell about this tech so far?
Not much, I'm afraid. It could be a key, a weapon, a small component of a larger device. Do you see those gradations on the inlay?
Sure, yeah.
They almost remind me of early astrogation techniques. Rough estimates compared to our modern star charts.
I don't like our future riding on rough estimates.
Some roads are so winding that guesswork and a shred of luck are all one really has to go on. Of course, luck is a simplification. This device was created by Jedi, after all.
You're saying these things work using the Force?
I would very much doubt that. But the Force is present in all things, and we should never discount its influence.
Seems I've got a lot to learn.
Then you're in good company. Now, let's take a closer look.
Cal?
There you are. Manus is tuned to perfection and ready to go. So where are we going?
Back to Kobo. Turns out we need a special compass to navigate the Abyss.
A compass? Okay, sure. Whatever you say, kid.
Oh, and Marin's coming along.
Wait, what? Marin's joining us? Why didn't you tell me? I could have cleaned up the place. Oh, this is just perfect. Well, now it's too late to clean the Manus. I hope she doesn't notice.
Marin's with us. We can go back to Coruscant.
Headed to Kobo? Drinks are on me! Forget that last bit.
The Mantis has changed.
Oh yeah, Cal and Bode, they ain't exactly the cleaning types.
I cleaned this morning. Wait, did I? No, I didn't. That's on me.
Marin, I didn't know you were coming. Hey, maybe I'll pick up some scaz steaks. Why'd you join back up anyways?
Seer and I believe Tanalorr could be a refuge for those persecuted by the Empire.
Persecuted by the Empire, huh? Gonna get crowded.
Welcome to Kobo.
Cal, so glad you're back. You missed all the action. It was horrible.
Did something happen?
The Raiders paid us another visit. Took a shine to that droid you found.
See?
They took her, Cal. Carried her right out. She's been droid napped.
My saloon better be okay, Turgle. I think you brought this down on us.
I'm innocent, Mr. Grease. Promise.
Dagon sent them. He's after Tanalorr.
There must be something more to Z than we realized. Something scrambled up in her memory banks.
We have to rescue her. Once he gets what he wants, he'll scrap her for sure.
It won't be easy to get her back. The Raider base is in the swamp. They gutted an old Lucre Hulk battleship from the Clone Wars.
We've seen it. Means they got a lot of firepower.
As do we.
She's right. Now's our time to move.
I like where this is going.
They already have what they came for. They're back at their fortress, feeling safe, complacent.
They'll never see it coming.
Maybe not. But if you're wrong, then they'll be looking for payback.
Not to worry. I will stay here and look after Grease and the others.
You sure?
I think you two can manage. Just don't let him swim without supervision.
Let me know if you need help.
Nice axe.
Name's Mosey.
Marin.
All right. I'll scout ahead. Meet you there?
Oh, Peely, that weirdo.
Always talking to her plants.
You know, Peely and her plants have a lot in common.
Yeah, they both belong in the dirt. Something you need?
Huh?
This place really keeps going downhill.
Cursed.
All the new folks coming around just bringing trouble.
They're cursed.
Get-rich-quick schemes.
Currency cursed.
They keep digging up old stories from the past.
Tales of the cursed.
The Raiders.
Cursed.
Ancient droids.
Cursed.
And then us.
Well, we got each other.
That's true. For a very long time.
So you know what that makes us?
Definitely cursed.
Feel free to take your time. Cal, what's up with that woman who showed up with you?
Erin, she's a good friend. What about her?
Nothing.
Are you afraid of Marin?
Me? Oh, no. It's just... Well, I've never seen anyone like her before.
Marin's a night sister.
A night what? Wait, what is that?
She's from Dathomir, and she can perform magic.
Now you're just yanking my Walloona ears.
I'm not. She can wake the dead. Don't worry. You have nothing to be afraid of. Usually.
Cal! Well, all I know is if the dead start walking around here, you're gonna get an earful.
Finally, those pesky Jawas have stopped poking around my claim.
I saw some Jawas in the forest.
Well, you ain't seeing them no more. Made themselves a little village on the far side of the valley. No one's heard a peep from them since. Not one Utini.
Maybe I'll see how they're doing.
Really? Yeah. Aren't you, Mr. Goody-Goody?
Something off, Grease?
No, I'm just checking on the place. Every time we come back, I need to make sure things are in the right place.
Big changes can be tough, but the little ones? Maybe they're just little for a reason.
Oh, I get it. I'm the weirdo now, and you're talking me off the ledge. You know, Monk does do a pretty good job of keeping this place together.
Maybe it's time to let him take the pilot seat on Pyloon's.
Okay, don't go too wild, kid. Fine, he's made some changes, sure, but I'm not handing over the keys just yet.
I know. Little changes, Grease.
Hey, I was thinking, now that Marin's back in the crew, we could always head to Coruscant. Not that I want to. Speaking of keys, did you see where I put mine? They gotta be around here somewhere.
Hey, Cal. Got some info that might be useful to you. Hope you're able to get Z back. That old research droid really livens things up around here.
Do you know about the bile maw lurking in the mountain?
Can't say I do.
May seem peaceful, but when disturbed, it will charge and trample you. Its thick hide makes it resistant to even the strongest weapons.
How would you approach it?
Mind your feet. Its spray attack will leave pools of acid on the ground.
Good to know. Thanks. Thanks for keeping an eye out while we go after Z.
If the raiders return, we will make them regret it.
Reckon we're gonna get along just fine.
I think so.
Be seeing you.
Go, Cal. Z needs you.
Hey, Dana. Rock.
Welcome back. Great to see you in one piece. Let's drink to...
Quit wobbling your jaw.
Sorry, Cal. Rock's in a mood.
Oh, I'm in a mood, all right.
Job not go as you planned?
It went fine. We made off with a big stinking drive core.
Yeah, after Dana dropped a half-ton Durasteel brace on me.
It was involuntary. That shiver-peed meant business. You just choked under pressure.
Choked? Cal, the woman almost got me killed. Practically wrote my damn epitaph.
Aw, is it time for your nap, grumpy old Rock?
Lunatic.
Cross patch. How you doing?
Heard you and Bode are gonna take the fight to the Raiders.
Word travels fast around here.
A daring assault on the Raider fortress by the mighty warrior and his gunslinging sidekick to save their droid companion. Yes! Z is lucky to have a friend like you.
Word has it that a brood gunslinger named Mayan Core has been wandering around the east side of the valley. She shoots from the hip, but her aim ain't half bad, so close in for the kill as soon as you spot her. Get a move on, will ya? Those bounties won't collect themselves.
Listen, I'm sorry that...
Don't start.
Fine. Sit there and sulk.
I will.
Good.
All right. It seems the raiders haven't forgotten Turgle's little trick. Shame that Z's the one footing the bill.
We'll see about that.
Oh, don't tell me you plan on rescuing her.
Okay, I won't tell you. Hey, Tuloked.
From the eye of the storm into the belly of the beast you must go.
Yeah, I know.
What ails you, Sojourner?
Just wondering how things would have been different if I could have stopped them from taking Z.
Do your powers also include omniscience?
No, but...
Seek only where you wish to go, not where you long to have been. Regret is a mirage that leads many off the path. Sojourner?
You around, Cal? No, I have to admit that you've got a genius little business scheme going.
Ha! Business scheme.
You've cornered a market brimming with desperate prospectors, each willing to bathe through the nose for a hint at where they might find a fortune.
And you think I deceive them?
I'm not trying to insult you. It's impressive.
You cannot insult me any more than I can just repeating case of a slumbering apple.
Am I a smelly insect in this metaphor?
For 20 credits.
You are good. How about a toast, Tuloked? Say, here's hoping we stay spineless and avoid sudden moves so those raiders don't blast us.
Ah, yes. A toast. Salt and sea. Sickle and oven. Baked to perfection in one or a dozen. Crispy, crunchy, never stale. Mustafari toast.
May we never fail.
Hey there.
Some prospectors told me about a strange building. Distinctive entrance, so they say.
Could be one of those meditation chambers.
Yes, I was thinking the same. Let me know if you find anything, will you?
No problem, Toa.
You know, when I first met that old bucket of bolts, I thought Z was trouble. But she ain't half bad.
Well, I must say, boss, it's nice to hear you coming around on Z. Most droids aren't even welcome in establishments like this. You, my friend, are an old softy with a heart of gold.
Huh? Me? No, that's Cal. Kid can't resist a helpless droid that'd get him into trouble.
And it's much appreciated. He's a good find, boss.
Can't argue with that.
Do you see this one? Payment to the master tank's over halfway full.
I hope they all get along.
Aye, but this is no the time for self-congratulation, laddie. There's still leagues of bubbles left for more fishes. Let the hunt continue.
Now, here's the question. Do you have what it takes to best the rest of these tacticians?
You do not fear my strategy. You will.
Combat! That unit is toast! And Cal has to be happy with that! Oh, it never stood a chance! A strong round for Cal!
Well done. Your strategy proved superior.
Combat! That unit is toast! Oh, so long, farewell!
A marvelous showing.
The better strategy wins. Always.
Nice try, Hotshot, but not today.
Combat! That's a score for Cal! Oh, it never stood a chance! That's the round to Cal Kestis! Advance! An expert play by Kestis! That's a score for Cal!
Splendid. Will his victorious streak continue?
Let the battle begin! The ATST launches an explosive attack! The ATST is wreaking utter havoc! And it's a corner!
Brilliant gambit.
Your stinking game is rigged, you little gronker!
Stowaways to go toe-to-flipper with Skimmer!
Let the battle begin! Our young competitor is on a roll! And it's off the board! And it's a corner! That unit is toast! Cal victorious in that round! Advance! Now that's a holo kill! Obliterated! Oh, it never stood a chance! And Cal comes out on top! He's advancing! Commence! That walker is blasting up a storm! And it's a corner! Oh, so long, farewell! Some smart moves from Cal see him through to the next round! Go! And it's off the board! Our young competitor is on a roll! And Cal has to be happy with that!
My. Very impressive.
Our skilless death was swimming upstream.
Farewell for now! You're not quite a champion, but you're close!
Go do what you gotta do.
Anyone tell you about the Mogu around the swamp?
There's a Mogu there?
Yep. And this one's a whopper. It can snap your arms off like puerco sticks.
We'll see.
Well, if you're crazy enough to try, your best bet is to avoid its mud throws.
Good tip. How do you like Pyloons?
It is like an oasis. A dirty oasis. Tell Grease I said that and you will regret it, droid.
You're on a roll, Cal. Got another tip for ya.
What you got?
A bounty droid named Mesh has been babbling on the brood comms about that lab on the Shattered Moon. Go shut them up, will ya? They're a disgrace to the profession, if you ask me.
I'll see about him. Sooner or later.
Attaboy.
I think I'll browse a little.
Ooh, someone's interested.
Can't go wrong with this.
You know this won't improve your aim, right?
Cal, while you're here, could I run something by you?
Sure. What have you got?
I heard some dredge operators discussing a strange structure in the swamp. Almost certainly another High Republic chamber. But I don't like my chances of conducting successful research on the Raiders' doorstep.
Maybe I could check it out for you.
Oh, that'd be wonderful.
Keep on doing your thing.
Not bad. I've seen worse rooftop gardens.
Thanks to your cultivation, I was able to expand our garden.
Hi, Peely.
So far, Kobo has been a welcoming home, and this rooftop's energy drew me towards it.
You feel a connection to this garden.
Yes, we will help each other grow.
Looks like you've already started.
The vines? Yes, they sprouted overnight, but there's so much more to discover. If you plant new seeds, I'll tell you all about them. But, much like healthy roots, do not overextend yourself. Grow the plants we have, and I'll clear more garden space in due time. I see you planted a spine fluff. They are quite adorable, but beware. Nested amongst those plumes are some claw-sharp needles. Ooh, a bluebell squish! How fascinating! Its flower has a most unusual scent, drawn from the moss as it blooms. I find it quite pleasant. A pine fern! Delightful! Its foliage shifts colors with the temperament. Quite dazzling. I wonder what color it will display on Kobo.
Got new seeds to plant.
The more you plant, the more you bond.
A new plant. Bet we can learn more from Peely. And you go over here. Good spot to grow. Okay, the seed is in. All these variants would be great. Garden's nice and lush these days, huh, BD?
You've introduced a new species. After you plant it, I'll provide more detail. That fruit shell will be wonderful when it flowers. The wide-brimmed leaves provide shade for the thin stem, which can blister in the heat very easily, you know. Just you wait for that golden light moss to grow. Observe the roots that rise up underneath, helping the flowers to reach nearby light sources. That tuber maw will take to the soil well, I believe. The bright colors are to intimidate predators. Truly, the plant is harmless and quite pretty. The plants need me.
Tell me more about your travels.
Well, I did spend a day on Braca.
Really?
It wasn't by choice. The shuttle I was on needed repairs, and it was the closest port.
So what'd you think?
The scrapyard was impressive. Like a cemetery of the war. It was interesting to see where you grew up with my own eyes.
Did you bag that Bauma?
Not yet, but I will.
I could go for a scaz steak right about now.
There's Mr. Popular. A bounty hunting droid named Rez is stomping around the forest array. Don't bother squaring up. Stay light on your feet and you'll dance around that rust bucket.
How'd you get involved with Sork Tormo and the Haxian Brood?
Oh, the usual. I claimed the bounty on a brood hitman, and Sork sent more hired guns after me. I sent them back, you could say, in a way that got his full attention. Sork reached out with a job offer not long after. You've got to have a little streak of crazy to stay in this game.
Yeah, that checks out.
I've seen a lot of hunters in my day, and I gotta say, you're showing promise, Cal.
How many bounties until I get a hat like yours?
Not a chance. I took this off my first target. It has sentimental value.
How long you been a bounty hunter?
Long enough. And I know a killer in the making when I see one. Is that a night sister over by the stable here with all the muscles?
Her name's Marin.
Oh, I'd love to see a Dathomirian killer in action. Think she'd want in on our deal?
Why not ask her yourself?
Maybe I will. It's a hunter-be-hunted galaxy. Might want to throw that night sister in the mix.
Barkeep.
What can I do for you?
Hey, Monk.
Word is you're planning to rescue my new favorite droid.
That's the plan.
Well, before you go charging in there like a mudhorn through a moisture farm, allow me to give you the lowdown. That raider base is inside a derelict Lucrehulk battleship. You ever seen one?
A few times.
Then you know how deadly those things are. It may be grounded, but that ship is still chock full of defense turrets and reprogrammed battle droids.
How do you know all this?
I read a lot. Listen, just grab Z and skedaddle before the whole hive comes swarming down on you,
Thanks for the advice, Monk.
Be careful out there. Now, I know you've got a lot on your plate, but one of my patrons set off to the swamp, and no one's seen her since.
You don't think she went after Z, do you?
Quite likely. And we both know that's raider territory.
I'll check it out.
That'll put us all at ease, Cal. Zig's one of the good ones.
See you later, Monk.
Welcome. Make yourself at home. Get you something to eat, Professor?
I'll pass.
You know, you shouldn't worry about Z. They may have the old girl, but we've got a crew on the case that can pin the tail on a wild gun dog. Isn't that right, Cal?
That's right. We'll be swapping holodisc with Z in no time.
You know me so well. Thanks, guys.
It's what we do.
We'll get Z back, Toa. You have my word.
Thanks, Cal. I believe you.
I'm not believing that much.
See you soon, Cal.
Okay, this is really impressive.
A new specimen? Fascinating. Finish planting it, and I'll tell you what I know. A Kobo spiker. The name says it all. Protection from predators and quite effective. The flower is most intricate and beautiful, but its spines are so sharp that it is best observed from afar. Ooh, a cactus ball. Its sharpest thorns are right in the center to defend against the most persistent predator. You found the jelly spire, I see. It may look flimsy, but they have a strong, fibrous core keeping them steady. Oh, hello. That fire pineapple will bloom, I am sure of it. Cut past the roots, and the fruit beneath is quite delicious, if you can endure its pungency. You clearly have a talent for this, Cal.
Thanks. Breeze taught me a little. How long you been gardening?
Since I was a child, I've always enjoyed the company of plants. In my adolescence, I joined a well-respected nursery. My work became a passion, and I soon stumbled upon an innovation.
What was it?
Hybridizing diverse genotypical specimens with novel macrocosmetic environments. A mouthful, yes. I mean that I developed a talent for growing new plants in new places.
Well, these specimens are lucky to have you here.
That's what they tell me.
Healy, what made you stop your research?
I lost my lab. Once the Empire occupied my planet, it seized my nursery, uprooting every flower, fern, and sapling.
That's horrible.
Worse, they repurposed my lab into a biochemical weapons facility. All my research, now used as a means for death. I refused to cooperate, escaped on an unlicensed shuttle, and here I am.
Oh, you're safe here.
I have been told that before. But when you say it, I believe it, Cal. We can talk later.